Just wanted to do a quick update for you folks that may be interested, and even for those that may not be interested but might be interested after this. If you like my videos, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Help me out here, y'all. Anyway, this little beauty here is I believe it's a 2002 Toyota Tacoma pickup truck. Not a whole lot of miles on it. It gets driven on a fairly regular basis. The fellow that owns this, he owns another vehicle that he drives most of the time. The other one stays in the garage. Even though this one is pretty well cared for, it does live outside, which has caused it some problems. He maintains it pretty fair, keeps a good bit of wax on it. So I didn't do any before photos really because it wasn't that bad at all. So it's been strip washed at this point. Y'all familiar with the multiple steps there. I just finished clay barring it to remove those types of contaminants. I had already decontaminated the paint with Iron X, two different kinds of contaminants, two different procedures. Haven't done, the wheels and tires have been stripped, but that's all I've done to them. As I said, I just finished clay barring it, so I'm about to do a one-step paint correction buffing on it, and I will also buff the windows. I don't think I can pick it up in the camera, but they have a fair amount of contaminants on it, watermarks and that kind of stuff. Really hard to pick up in the camera. So I'll be clay barring those and buffing them. The main thing I wanted to show here is one of the things I plan to attack is all these plastic and vinyl pieces that have started to turn, and that's fairly typical on any vehicle because they just use such cheap stuff. And what this is sometimes wax and stuff gets on them and stains them, but most of the time what happens is there's so many impurities in here over time, particularly the sun brings out those impurities to the surface. So they've been cleaned real well, but I'll prep them with some IPA solution, 50-50 alcohol and distilled water, and then I'm gonna put solution finish on them, and after that cures, we'll put some kind of protection. Gonna do the same thing with those plastic pieces on I forget what you call these things here. And I'm also gonna do these fender flares. He's tried to do those before himself with a couple simple procedures, and it worked fairly well, he said, but it was pretty temporary and just no time at all they came back. We'll give this stuff here some attention. I'll polish up this bug shield just a little bit, although it's in really good shape. I'll polish these headlights just a little bit there again. They're kind of sort of starting to turn, but they're not bad at all. Like I said, this fella, he talks to me a lot. He's one of my gym buddies. He's another retired police officer, and he picks my brain a lot on how to do some of this stuff, and I give him suggestions. So he has done some good with some of this stuff, but those easy solutions, they work for a while but not long. See, this mirror for some reason is not as bad as that other mirror. It's usually the opposite. And this vent cowl is not in too bad a shape at all, but I may or may not give that some attention. Work on these, maybe these door handles a little bit, and I want to try to spiff up his toolbox a little bit, but a lot of that, I'm not sure what kind of paint this is on it, but some of that white you see is where the paint has just worn away. Not much I can do about that. We'll try to put a little bit of a shine on it for him. We'll go around all these rubber, plastic and vinyl pieces around the windows You can see he's got a what looks like an aftermarket sliding rear window, which is nice. I had one in one of my trucks, and we'll attack all this stuff a little bit. We'll polish these up a little bit, these visors, window visors. And the rear bumper cap, for some reason, is not too bad because they don't get hammered as much. I'm skipping over the tag. So it's not bad, but we'll give it a little spiffing up, see what happens. Had to put the Volkswagen aside to do this one real quickly. There's no deadline really on the Volkswagen, and it continues to be a epic journey. Epic. Probably not even maybe halfway done with the Volkswagen. But I had to pull off and do this one right quick. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.